Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
Are you a real estate agent, realtor, investor, or are you in the real estate business and you need new listings and deals? We have a solution for you, and that solution has guaranteed results. How much would you pay to get face-to-face with a homeowner that wants to sell their home? What if you also got their email address and daytime phone number? And what if this homeowner also scheduled you to come to their door at a set time to meet with you? Sound too good to be true? It isn't. And it is 100% guaranteed for you to meet face-to-face with a real homeowner who really needs to sell their home. Not only will you get this remarkable contact system and its 100% guarantee, at no additional charge, you will get weekly coaching, documents, and training on how to get that homeowner and convert them into a new listing. When you purchase, you'll also get a one-on-one walkthrough so that you can start using the system today. Visit www.thelistingmonster.com. That's www.thelistingmonster.com. Or call Diana Ortiz at 213-706-0040. Stop wasting time the old way. Use a monster and get actual results today.
Hello, everybody. My name's lee-honish. We're going to be talking about marketing for the next couple of months directly. I'll be handling all the call duties. David will be joining us intermittently. Again, if you have any questions regarding a short sale, please go to homeloanadvocates.com. You can reach David. Don't do the work on a short sale. That's just ridiculous. We'll be talking about it after the first of the year, but short sales are kind of on the climb on the East Coast, which probably means they're coming out to the West Coast. So we'll probably focus a little bit more time on that in the future. Those of you on the call, this is the Monster Coaching Group that's also translated into a podcast and beamed out around the world to literally hundreds of agents. And we're going to be talking about marketing for about the next 8 weeks. The goal here is to effectively follow up. It is about generating more leads. If we have time, maybe we will talk a little more directly about conversion. But my goal here over the next 8 weeks is about lead gen. More leads, more face-to-face. How long does it take for a lead to mature? So today, depending on time, my goal for sure is to start with getting your monster marketing dialed in, right? So for those who know nothing about monster marketing, go to www.honish.com. And on the front page of honish.com, you can watch a video about monster marketing. Those of you that are coaching students, you already know the front end process. You've done your one-on-one call. You've gone out. You've generated leads. How does it all work? It is permission-based marketing that spectacularly engages the customer and makes them feel as though they are completely in control of the situation. And that is what makes it great. So I'm not here to talk about the actual step-by-step process of the monster. It's really easy. You select 36 homes, go put up our patented marketing piece. The automated system with call scripts and everything will generate a face-to-face result. And that is the start of how you get a listing with distressed properties. And if you want to learn more, type in thelistingmonster.com or honish.com, either one, thelistingmonster or honish.com. You can watch the video, get involved, and start getting guaranteed face-to-face appointments today. Enough with the commercial. Now let's talk about what happens after you go on the appointment. So you go on your appointment. And there are only two things that will happen. By the way, anybody can chime in and ask questions from the coaching group along the way. I just want to cover it. It'll make a great video. We're going to talk about some ways to follow up with our leads. So the monster's automated, right? And what makes it amazing is you just get an email that looks something like this or to this effect. This is a really old one, or I wouldn't be showing it. It's from 2013. So this is a lead from a North County, San Diego lead back in 2013, right? So you got a script, and this isn't even the script we use anymore. This is a 5-year-old script. Their response, right? And that generates an email and a phone number that I can use to market with in the future. So the first thing I want to do, and I don't know if any of you are doing this, but you should all do this, and you may follow along. I'm going to create a new blank worksheet, right? Don't kill yourselves. Column 1 should be, I'll give you the correct stuff, all right? F_name, that would be first name. Second column should be L_name. Next one should be email. Next should be phone. You can add address. I'm not a huge fan because if I do address, right, then I got to also do city. These have to be separate. They have to be separate. State and zip. Does this make sense? By everybody by a show of hands on the coaching call. I'm going to do this step by step so you guys can all. This is the way I do it. Excuse me. Choked on my own coffee. Everybody chime in. Everybody good? Chuck, I thought you were in charge of my ADD. And again, if this is confusing for anybody who's just listening to the audio of this, you want to go back and watch the video. The video will be on my website at lee-honish.com. I'll add it to the main page, right? I'll send it out to all the coaching students, but I will add it to the front page of my website. It'll be under the blog section. It'll be the top one. I'll post it right after this call. So just scroll down. That's my blog. I'll make it the top page of my blog. All right. Everybody good at this point? Can everybody handle this? Show of hands? Are you guys not participating at all? Thank you, Hannah. Good Lord, one of you. All right. Any questions at this point? Is it blatantly obvious what we're doing? All right. So I tend to use, good job, Michelle. I tend to want to use a split screen for this, so this is going to be kind of difficult. In each of these, let me try to zoom this for you. Okie dokie. So you could see it a little better, right? So here's the anatomy of a lead, right? So look what I'm getting here. I'm getting a telephone number, right? And I'm getting an email address. That's really what matters. These two lines are golden for this dude named John, right? They'll give me a tag number, which doesn't really matter, more or less. But really, what I care about is the telephone number and the email address. Now, sometimes I'll get more, John, first name, last name. These are back in the day when I didn't really know what I was doing with tags. That's why this is a very old lead. Remember, it's great because the monster schedules on appointment time. This is 5 years ago, so my daughter would have been 8. I can't even mentally process what I was trying to do or keep track of at that point. Okay? So you're looking at what they deliver to you. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to take the information that's available. Now, my opinion, you can add more with your call centers if you want to capture more information. So all I have for the sake of this particular lead is a first name, right? John. I'm just pasting, which apparently is more than my feeble computer can mentally process at this moment. But there you go. I have John as the first name. My next thing is going to be his phone number, right? I'm going to right-click and copy. Phone number, Control-V, or right-click, paste. I'll keep doing it so it's visual on the screen. Okay. It's going to say paste special. I'm a Control-V guy, which is straightforward. This is what happens. You get a choice between, I don't want to get into it, but it's a long discussion. There you go. There's his phone number, right? And lastly is the email address, right? Now, I'm not saying you're going to get this with every single person who calls in who accepts or declines the appointment. Got it? Paste it. Stretch it out. There you go. Can everybody handle this? This is pretty straightforward, right? We all get it at this point? So basically, I'm making a spreadsheet of all my leads, right? Now, I can create, I don't really care about the address. I don't do that. If you want to do it, knock yourself out. Do you use a date? No, I don't use a date, but I tell you what I will use. I will create notes, right? So I know what I'm doing. So if I get a response or I do any of that, I'll know if they're good or bad. I can create, you can really do cool stuff with Excel. I'm not here to have a long Excel discussion of yes, no, lead, good, met with them face to face, all that. You could do all that, but that's the point of a CRM. Again, for those of you who don't have a CRM, I don't have a CRM. I have Excel spreadsheets. My entire existence is about Excel spreadsheets because I come from a business world that works completely on Excel worksheets. They come on every computer, and therefore you don't have to create or purchase you don't have to purchase a CRM, all right? Mojo CRM is a good deal for $10. But again, David, the same thing's got to happen, right? I've got to go to each email, and I just know this about all of you, right? So you guys go to the trouble, you go out, you put up your marketing, right? You get either somebody who wants an appointment or declines an appointment, right? So you get either a person who wants an appointment or declines an appointment. I don't really care whether or not they want an actual appointment. Does that make sense? I just want their phone number, their name, and their email, or their name, their phone number, their email, whatever combination thereof. I already know what's going on with this data type, right? They are distressed people. They are people who've missed payments. Who cares whether or not they're current or not? At one point, if I've got you in my Gmail account, right, if I've got a response, that means at one point, we all agree on one thing. All your leads at one point had missed payments, right? We can all agree that. Whether or not they cured it, they won the lottery, whatever. They at one point were delinquent, had an NOD, notice of sale, list pendants, auction date, whatever. You put marketing on their house to try to meet with them, whether or not you met with them. So if I can create a list that has at least a first name, it's more than enough. I'd like a full name. I don't know why they didn't get a full name on this guy. He gave up everything else. A phone number and an email address, which is what the monster is designed to do. You guys actually don't understand what the monster is designed to do. You think the monster is designed to get you face-to-face appointments. That's a byproduct of what I wanted it to do. Does that make sense? This might make sense only to Chuck Perry on the call. Any hardcore marketers on this call? I'm going to explain marketing to you. My goal wasn't the face-to-face. My goal was to capture cell phones and email addresses. Data is king, Ralph. Very good. All right. So my goal, Michelle Larson and Ralph Robles nailed this. My goal with the monster was to capture people's cell phones